Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gamecocks kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right back to it. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. A long way to go for this offense. He might want another play. That's caught. It's Hunt. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected.
Snags it and he's open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? That's reeled in. It's Harbor. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gamecocks will go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Ready. Line 8, bridge.
Quarterback may change this route. Fourth down, Sellers. Fires toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams Bryce alive on third down. Fires to the right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First carry of the season. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Got it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, running back gets to give. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll send the back in motion. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sellers looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Brings up 3rd down.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Working that left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes down the right side. The 20. Past the 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Crimson Tide with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Now this offense is back on the field. The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The noise level is relentless here on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3, and now it's second and goal. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try to power it in. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on fourth and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big fourth down stop.
Looking for room, it's Clark. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll take it on the return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running it to the right.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Clark. Finding some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Sends it downfield. Makes a catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
From the red zone, looking for a space, and they get him down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They go right back to it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save us.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Here's the pressure. Back's got it. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Long way to go for this offense. First and 10 from their own 12. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Here's Sellers to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Play fake, Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's
snags it, and there's running room. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. First and 10 from their own 13. Making side adjustments here. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense can...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Sellers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And what a performance in this game by the quarterback. I know there were not a lot of people that even gave this team a chance considering who they were playing, but this quarterback blocked out all the noise, David. He told us leading into this one, he felt confident in their offense's ability to score points, and he has proved all the doubters wrong.
Yeah, and confident is one thing, but to do it against a top 10 team, this is... you're a massive underdog. Like, no one was confident except for him. He carried this team, played so well, and because he believed, they were able to pull the big upset today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air, it's Mateer. Flips it out to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Sategna. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They have...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.